Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Nick Tan Chats. My name is Nick Tan, and on today's episode, I'll be chatting with you guys about something called Undertone by Louis Laval over at Mindhouse. So hi again guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for showing up, thanks for tuning in, and thanks for spending some time with me today. So on today's episode, I'll be talking to you guys about an app. Okay, so surprise, surprise, Nick Tan is talking about an app. Because if you know me, I tend to shy away from using apps, and I also tend to shy away from doing reviews for apps as well, because I don't really have that deep an understanding of them, so I don't use them very often, and so there's nothing really like constructive, that I can provide you guys when doing a review. However, I will be talking to you guys about this app today because it's just so simple to use, and I think its strength lies in its simplicity. So long story short, I got in touch with Louis Laval because I do have an upcoming project, that I will be releasing in the future. All right, and one of Louis's ideas actually I felt would go nicely with this particular thing that I'm working on, right? So I wanted to ask him for permission, and he immediately just said yes, even without knowing what I'm working on, right? He's like, hey mate, take whatever you want, so thanks to Louis. And then he also just sent this over to me, right, with the words, hope you like it. And as it turns out, I do. So what is Undertone? Well, Undertone is an app that enables you to do a name reveal. Okay, so a spectator thinks of a name and you're able to reveal the name, right? That is the effect. I will tell you in more detail what happens during the course of the routine a little later on. But for now, let's talk about what you get when you purchase Undertone. So Undertone is available over at Mindhouse, all right, and it's currently going for £30, I believe, which works out to be about 39 or 40 US dollars, I suppose, all right? Now, with this purchase, you get a PDF. Okay, it's not a long PDF. I think it's like 16 or so pages, a really short PDF, but it will explain to you exactly how to use the app itself. There will also be a script, that Louis uses to do the name reveal, plus also other thoughts and additional ideas about how to get more hits out of using the app itself. Now, when I talk about the app, okay, the app is available on the App Store, all right? So this is only available for iOS users, okay? It's available on the App Store for free. In fact, anybody can download the app, okay? Because what this app is, or what it's disguised as, well, it's a kind of an app where you key in somebody's name, and then the app gives you an energetic reading for that particular name. So, I suppose if a layperson downloads the app, out of interest, they would just see that, what it is, energetic readings for people, and then, they would just key in any name, right? So, for example, if they were to key in, like Louis, for example, all they will see is an energetic signature for the name, right? For Louis, and a reading would sound like this, right? Louis radiates a soft reassurance. Their energy feels like sunlight after shadow, familiar, kind, and quietly healing. Key energy, warmth. Okay, so the app will give you an energetic signature reading for that particular name, and then it will also give you a key energy word as well. All right, so in this case, the name is Louis, and the key energy word is warmth, right? That's all the app is, to a layperson using it, that's all it is. And I suppose it's just something fun for them to do, like reading horoscopes in a newspaper, right? That's all there is to it. However, the PDF will teach you how to unlock the peak feature in the app. All right, there's a particular sequence of things that you need to do to unlock the features, the hidden features in the app. And once you unlock it, you are able to enable the peak feature, and also you're able to pair it up with Peaksmith as well. So that's all there is to it, right? You have a spectator think of a name, the name of somebody, you can talk about, energetic readings and how people's names carry a mysterious energy of some kind. You open up the app, okay, and then, hand the phone to them. You ask them to key in the name of the person that they are thinking of. They do that, they read the energetic reading, they get the key word as well, the key energy word, and then you ask them to close that page, right, to click back. They go back to the main screen of the app itself. That is when you take the phone back, like that, And then literally in full view, okay, in full view, you can get the information. Now you'll get 2 bits of information. You will get the name that they're thinking of, and also the energetic keyword as well. Okay, so with these 2 bits of information, Lewis will teach you how to build a reading, right? The way you deliver the reveal of the name itself. So yes, the peek itself, well, you can do it like covertly, with the screen towards yourself, and then, in the course of talking, you get information there. But I would be comfortable enough due to the layout of the app. I would be comfortable to just do it in the open. Just hold the screen like that. They can also kind of see the screen, and I get both bits of information, right there under their nose. So, obviously, right, Lewis has not named the app on the App Store as Undertone. Right, okay, so it's a different name on the App Store itself, but yes, anybody can download it. There'll be download instructions in the PDF itself, and really clear instructions as well on how to set up the app, and it's really, really simple. If Nick Tan can do it, so can you. So what do I like about Undertone? Well, I think it's a really motivated way, of having somebody key in a name of someone. If you were to use, I don't know if there are apps available for this sort of thing, right? If you open up your Notes app maybe, and you have them, key in the name of someone, right? Type it down and look at it, and then, they shut the phone, and then you put it aside, and then you kind of reveal the name. That's one thing, but I think this kind of motivates the input of the name itself. Because you're actually giving the person a reading of sorts, right? It's an energetic reading for the name of the person that they're thinking of. And I think it's quite interesting for them, when they take the phone and they key in the name and they press, enter, and they read the energy, the name, the keyword, and also the reading, right, for that particular person. To them, it's like kind of like, it's something fun, right? It's just like horoscopes. It's just for fun. And then while they're doing that, they think about the person and stuff. They can exit the screen, talk about the app again, ask them whether it was accurate and stuff, get your information, the phone goes away. You can now use the keyword to give a little reading as well. Lewis teaches you how to do that, and also close with revealing the thought of name as well. So yes, I think it's quite a motivated way of doing this kind of a thing, and Lewis thinks so as well. Lewis also teaches you a way of getting an extra hit, right? Where using billets, okay, billet work, you get 2 hits, right? One is a name that they almost thought of, and then one with the name that they actually thought of as well, right? So that kind of, well, cancels out the idea of inputting the name kind of had something to do with the reveal, because now you're able to reveal just a thought of name as well, right? So using classic billet techniques, okay, Lewis teaches you how to do that, and I think I really like this kind of an approach. But all in, I think that's all I can say about Undertone. It's really simple to use. The app itself is just like 2 pages. All right. Well, there's a 3rd page. It's a hidden page that you're able to access once you know how. Okay. But yeah, the app itself is just 2 pages: an input page and a results page. Once they read the results page, they go back to the input page. It's completely blank, but you're able to get the info from there. And then once that's done, you put the phone away and you can go straight into your reveal. The theme of the whole routine is quite logical, doing energetic readings for people, and I think it's quite a motivated way, of getting engagement with the spectator, and also something fun for them, I think, when they read the readings and see if they're applicable to the person that they're thinking of. Okay, now these readings, by the way, are all written by Lewis himself. Okay, I think there are like 30 over readings to choose from that the app will kind of generate randomly and attach it to the person's name. You don't need to know the readings. The app itself will give you the name, the thought of name, and also the energetic keyword, and from there you will do your reveal. I want to thank Louis Laval over at Mindhouse for really kindly sending this over to me so that I can have a look at it, use it, all right, from now on, and also for me to chat about with you guys on this show. If you'd like to check out Undertone for yourselves, do visit the link in the description box down below. But for now, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and I do hope you enjoyed today's episode and got something out of it as well. Till the next episode, do stay safe, take care of yourselves, have fun with your magic and your mentalism, and I'll see you on the next one.